Sports 2. Now, new research has revealed that the average price of a ticket for a Premier League match this season is £31. The analysis of ticket prices has been carried out by the Premier League and verified by a firm of auditors. Well, 56% of the 12.5 million tickets sold so far this season cost £30 or less. But we can now speak to Akil Vyas from the Arsenal Supporters Trust. A very good morning to you. Now, what do you make of this research, Akil, and what's your experience of ticket prices as an Arsenal fan?
I mean, obviously, I'm not sure if that includes away tickets, because away tickets obviously are capped, so the 30 quid makes sense there. Arsenal actually put a £4 discount on, so we're paying £26 when we go away from home. At home, it varies. Arsenal work in categories, so you can get a ticket as cheap as £26.50 for certain games, but then certain games can be up to sort of 100. So my experience has been it's probably improving slightly, certainly with the sort of away ticket pricing, but in terms of home, it's probably still a little bit too much for my liking at the moment.
All right, let's talk about those categories a bit. You rightly mentioned that there are 3 different categories, A, B and C. So, for instance, if Arsenal are playing Tottenham, that's a Category A game. You're going to be paying more for your ticket. If it's Burnley, that's a Category C game. Yeah. So you're going to be paying less for your ticket. That's right, isn't it? Because there's obviously going to be greater demand for the bigger games.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, you know, it probably evens itself out over the season. And obviously, season ticket holders are paying a set fee a year, so the categories sort of come into it less. It's more for, I guess, members. So you're right, you know, if you go to, I mean, my seat for Sunday against Tottenham would have been about £72, but for Burnley, I think it's about £29.50. So there is a big difference there. I think you know, Arsenal have frozen ticket prices sort of over the next sort of 3 years, which is good. But I think with all the other sort of money coming into the game from commercial, from broadcasting, it would be nice to see fans sort of, you know, given an easier deal, you know, and hopefully home ticket pricing will kind of follow the away ticket pricing.
Yeah, that's right, Akil, because 7 of the last 11 season ticket prices have been frozen at Arsenal. But do you think you get value for money? And also thinking about families, maybe dads and mums who want to take maybe 2 or 3 children to games, do they get value for money?
I mean, you know, I don't think you'll find anyone sort of in football who wants to pay more for a football match. You know, we all want tickets to come down. Is it fair? It all depends on circumstances. You know, some people have additional costs on that in terms of travel. Certainly, you know, people aren't living in London as much, so if they're travelling into London, it costs a lot more. So are you getting value for money? I think it's a very subjective matter. I mean, some would say yes, some would say no, but I don't think you'll find anyone that sort of will disagree if ticket prices come down.
No. Well, the Premier League have also announced that from next season, at least one block of away fans must have seats in the lower tiers of grounds. That's all to do with atmosphere, we understand. Is this something that you think will improve the game for travelling fans?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, at Arsenal, the away fans are in the lower tier already, so I don't think much has to happen there. But there are some grounds where, yeah, we are, you know, I travel everywhere, and we are sometimes in the gods, you know, and it would help atmosphere, I think, if we're lower down. I think it would even sort of motivate the home fans. You know, we saw the example recently at Chelsea, when you know, Chelsea were 4-0 up, the Man United fans were singing, and then Conte wanted the Chelsea fans to compete, you know, and I think it does do something for atmosphere. It does something for that sort of football banter, that football rivalry, which is healthy. So yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that, and as a sort of away fan as well, it would be great personally.
OK. Well, Akil, thanks very much for joining us this morning on Sky Sports News.
No problem. Cheers.
David Moyes was in the stands for an EFL trophy game last night, but